In this video, I'm gonna teach you exactly where Pro DJs set their cue points so that they can mix perfectly every time and never miss a beat. Most Pro DJs set multiple cue points, and most of them serve as visual guides and cues for quick mixing, which we'll talk about more later on. But there are two important cue points every DJ relies on and needs. The first one is a cue point at the very beginning of your track on its very first beat. With virtually all songs you're going to use, this will be the cue point you'll probably be triggering the most. Many songs, especially those from record pools with extended intros, have 32-beat intros, which follow the length of most choruses and phrases in songs. With this first beat cue point, you'll essentially be able to transition to the next song with absolute ease. Now the second absolute cue point to have is where the song really begins. This cue point essentially visually lets you know where the body of your song begins, so you're not left blindsided while transitioning in. She gotta shake a little something. And we can label this cue point as start. This cue point serves multiple purposes. It not only visually guides you as to where the song begins, but also allows you to jump ahead to the start of your song, or for radio edits, serve as the aforementioned cue point at the very start of your track. Now that you've got the most important cue points in your songs, we're all good and ready, right? Well, yes and no. While these cue points are absolute must in any song you plan to DJ with, it's always better to have an assortment of cue points to denote the different parts of your songs. You see, those DJs with a bunch of cue points on their tracks have them there for a good reason. They all serve the purpose of giving you more control over your music. So let's get started with advanced versions of the previously mentioned cue points. The first one is a cue point 32 beats before the main body of your song starts. Usually, the first cue point we talked about suffices for this, but other times, you have songs with 64-beat intros or even more. So if you happen to like quick cuts and high energy transitions, having a cue point 32 beats before the main body of your song is very important. To quickly check for where to place this cue point, let's head to our previously added cue point, start. So let's use a beat jump feature to jump back 32 beats and place our cue point here. Let's label this cue point 32 to say that it's that many beats before the song starts. Now many songs out there have different chorus lengths and phrases, and sometimes 32 beats is a bit too long for your transition. So instead of triggering your song from the 32 beat cue point and beat jumping forward, it's also advisable to keep another cue point 16 beats from where the song kicks in. Just like the previous cue point, we can head to where the song starts and just beat jump 16 beats backward. And we can call this cue point 16. Next, another good set of cue points to have is at the start of each chorus. Setting cue points here gives us multiple advantages. We know where the chorus of each song starts, giving us a visual guide for where we can mix out if you like fast or open format mixing. And if you feel like you want to skip ahead to a different chorus to get to a different part of a song faster, you can skip ahead by simply pressing this cue point. Speaking of the chorus, since most songs follow the 32-beat formula for this phrase, the chorus cue points can also be used as a guide as to where to trigger our next song. However, some songs also contain an extra set of beats from 4 to 16 in their chorus. Without proper phrasing, a transition cut at the wrong time will pull the rug from under your audience and will kill the momentum. To help with this, it's also a good idea to have a cue point set 32 beats before your chorus ends as a visual guide. Just like the previous cue point for the main body of the song, all you need to do is find the end of your chorus like this. Then beat jump 32 beats back like this. If you wish, you can even add a cue point at 16 beats before the chorus ends to keep things more organized. Of course, you can label these as you wish. Finally, another good cue point to have is one marking the outro. For most tracks, this simply serves as a visual marker as to where your outro section begins, so you know where you can mix out if you play out your tracks in full. However, for some hip-hop tracks with no intros, this can also serve as a makeshift intro like this. Now that previous clip showed us playing with the radio edit, and these normally don't come with full DJ-friendly intros. However, tracks like these are still mixable without the makeshift intro method. Many radio edits have short intros that can still be used for mixing. They're normally very short, at only 1 to 8 beats. Still, this can be used for quick mixing or even drop mixing. The latter type of transition will keep the intro intact, which can be useful for songs with iconic intros that pump up a crowd. Adding cue points to this part of a song is similar to the very first cue point we talked about, so you'll need to look for that first beat. Since these intros tend to vary, it's a good idea to label these cue points with the number of beats they have before the main body of the song. For example, let's take Drop It Like It's Hot and count its intro beats. As you heard, there are 4 beats in that intro, and we can label the cue point as 4. Another example is Not Like Us. For that track, we had an 8-beat intro, so we can label the intro cue point here as 8. Now, here's how to use those kinds of intros in mixes. Let's mix in Not Like Us from its 8-beat intro. The same can be applied to songs with a 4-beat intro. By the way, all the tracks used in this video are from BPM Supreme, and you can get a huge discount on their services by using the coupon code down below. And that's how pro DJs set their cue points. Now, if you want to start doing cool DJ tricks, check out this video next.